Welcome to your Chips and Salsa show. This is Don Jorge, and we're here with our the candidate for CD7, Daniel Butierez, and he's on Zoom from Tucson at his office, and we're going to be talking to him about the election and the progress that they've been making, and we're also going to remind the voters to go out and vote. If you haven't received your ballot in the mail, they want you to go to your nearest polling place in CD7 and vote in person. That'll be Tuesday, the 23rd, I believe. Yeah, the 23rd, Tuesday, from 6 in the morning all the way to 7 at night. Go and vote, 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 people. We need your vote. And now I'm going to introduce Daniel Butierez, candidate for CD7. Hey,
Hey,
Daniel.
Joe. Hey, Jorge. How you doing?
All right.
Yeah. Well, we're out meeting. Paul and I are focused on meeting with the Democrats, and it's going really well. Friday, I walked in. I went to the Raul M. Grijalva Community Center to do to do Mexican Independence Day,
Oh,
and
my
it
goodness.
was awesome. I walked through the front door, and the whole place went silent.
Oh,
It was so quiet. I could hear everybody whispering to each other, "That's Mr. Gutierrez. That's Mr. Gutierrez. What's Mr. Gutierrez doing here?" And then two ladies in the back, they stand up and they wave and they go, "Hi, Mr. Gutierrez."
oh, that
So
is nice.
I walk over and I wave to them and I go sit down and they bring me food and my Paul and I we eat. One gentleman asked if he could have a picture with me, so I got up, did a picture with him. And you got to realize every person in that room was a Democrat. Every person in that room was a Grijalva supporter, which is why I was there. So
Well,
I,
you showed respect. You showed respect to the audience, and that means a lot.
yeah, what? Then I finished eating. I look over, and my cousin Alfredo Valenzuela is up there, Dr. V, who's very well known here. And so I walk over and walk all the way across the room and I go over and hang out and talk to him for a while. Then I leave and I go over and I talk to the two ladies that had gotten excited about me being there. And they said, "Mr. Gutierrez, let me tell you, everybody loves you here. They really do." And she goes, "And I'll tell you why. I'm 80 years old and my son's in prison. And you understand this. There are people in here whose children are on drugs or homeless, and they know you understand them." She goes, "The only thing that bothers us is you love Trump." And I said, "Who told you I love Trump?" And she goes, "Well, don't you?" I said, "Love's a pretty powerful word." I said, "Let me explain to you my loves. I'm a Catholic, and my first love is God. My
Exactly.
second love is family. My third love is country. Now, Trump's somewhere beneath that." So I said, "Now, if you said, do I respect him? That's a different story. I absolutely respect him. He's done a lot for us. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have my business. If it wasn't for him, a lot of people, our economy would be in the tank right now because businesses would be closing, they'd be laying people off. That big, beautiful bill kept the taxes from rising. Had those taxes rose, it would have devastated business. And the problem is, so many politicians in there have no understanding of business. They just don't. They've never built businesses, they've never owned businesses. They don't understand how important those tax breaks to us were when Trump did that in 2017. So I told her, I said, love and respect are two different things. So she said she's voting for me, and they're both Democrats.
All right. Hey, all
And,
it is
and
one vote at a time. One vote
yeah,
at a
well,
time.
two other ladies came up to me and said, "Mr. Gutierrez, I'm really happy you came here. This is really good because I'm out meeting everybody." And I spent the whole weekend going to different events where I knew I wasn't welcome, but I went there anyways, and I met all kinds of people that are raw Grijalva supporters, all Democrats, because if I'm going to win this, I need them. And just so you know, my phone has been ringing off the hook. Democrats calling me and asking me questions. Many of them have told me here, because it's a vacant seat. So it doesn't matter if it's 2-1 Democrats. Those Democrats, those that are educated, and there are many educated Democrats, are reading up on the candidates. Now, on one candidate, her thing is, I'm the daughter of Grijalva, and I hate Trump. That's it. That's what her platform consists of. On my platform, I want to secure the border to stop the drugs. I want to address the homeless crisis. I want to reduce our crime. I want to expand school choice. There's all these things that I want to do on my platform, and she doesn't have anything. So these Democrats are calling me up and letting me know this. You know, they're reading about us, and she's got nothing, and I've got all these things that they really like. Though, you know, not everything about me they like. One lady from the Pasquiyaki, Democrat, Grijalva supporter, um, point blank, she loved everything about me except she goes, "You support mining." And we had a long conversation about the mining and why I support mining. And in the end, she said, "I'm voting for you." Because what I said made sense. So
that's good. You have to open up their minds.
yeah. But this race is giving us an opportunity to connect with them, to talk to them. And that's not the only thing. I mean, there's a lot of Democrats that are just voting for me because they're not voting for the crazy people in their party. I had some other Democrats call me up because the reason they're interested in me is because I represent, and this is our saying, hope, unity, and community. They're calling me for that because they know that out of the two of us, I'm the only one that's going to bring everybody together.
Yeah.
My opponent is not going to ever represent the Republicans. So
they have until 2026 to see how good you are. You know, they could decide for themselves. I mean, you're giving them a choice and give you a chance. It's never been done before. I mean, you know, it's always been Grijalva, and nothing's changed.
Yeah. So no, it's going really good.
Yeah, see, you're going to slash taxes and keep money in the people's pockets, take back the streets from criminals and drugs, fight, defend the Constitution, not just protect it, but actively defend it, and crush the fentanyl crisis. That's so big. And it's destroying our families.
Yeah.
And also giving struggling veterans and homeless a hand up, not a handout. That is very good because that's a big problem.
Yeah. Well, I'm just like everybody else out there. I'm a taxpayer. I've been paying taxes my whole life, and I hate to see these politicians just squander our money. And that's what they do. If something's not working, their answer is, "Well, let's just throw more money at it." When something's not working in my business, I look to see what it is before I throw any money in it. Why would I throw more money, good money after bad money? I want to know why it's not working.
And why for 10 years you want to address that? You were wrongly convicted without a fair trial?
Yeah.
And you spent 30 years clearing your name. I mean,
absolutely.
That's a heck of a comeback.
Yeah. Oh, I've overcome a lot. And that's a big thing that the Democrats that are reaching out to me, they're just blown away by my story. And I've found that when people read my story, they get very interested in me. And because this is an open seat, there's two candidates, they're reading our stories.
Yep.
And
it's like it's right there on the internet. All they have to do is put it up.
So But yeah, it's going really good.
And you do rescue animals, it says here?
Oh yeah, out of my property in Miranda, I take horses out there.
Said you saved 25 horses, 70 dogs.
Well, they didn't all come to my place, but I took 5 of them. A lady passed away in Marana, and she was a rescue, and she took all those dang horses. We went and rounded up all the horses and dogs that were out on her property, and she had 70 dogs out there, 25 horses, a couple
Wow.
mules, and we tore down all the fencing. We cleaned up the property. We got the horses. 5 of them went to me. I took a bunch of the dogs, and we wound up finding homes for the dogs.
Wow.
One of them passed away. I had to bury it, but the other ones I found homes. And the horses, one of them passed away, and I found homes for 3 of them. So we still have one out there at the property. Yeah, the other ones are now at a ranch with people. So
That's good. Rescuing animals means so much. It says a lot about a person and a family. They care that much about abandoned or animals that don't have homes.
well, I rescue animals and people because I give people second chances. I hire them. I've hired the homeless, those that want an opportunity to get their lives back. I have helped them.
How's that work for you?
Well, it's actually worked pretty good. I mean, one year I hired 67 homeless. They were, they were not just homeless. Some of them were in halfway houses. They'd just come out of prison. Some of them were homeless. Out of the 67 of them, about 15 of them I had to let go through the job because they were using, found out they were using, had to let them go. Some of the other ones, I mean, the rest made it, and some of them are working at other companies, but they got their lives back, and that's what I did it for.
Yeah, that's the goal. Is
Yeah.
to bring them back.
And one of the individuals that wound up, I had to let go because he was using, I actually saw him at Gospel Rescues because he came up to me and he said, "Mr. Butierez, I used to work for you." And he got it. He's now clean. I mean, he's at Gospel Rescue, working, striving to get his life back. So, you know,
And so, what are you going to do the last leg of your campaign now? You're going to go to different cities and do
no,
gospel?
I'm focused on Tucson. I went to Nogales. I did a lot in Nogales. I haven't been back to Yuma because they're all taking care of Yuma. You all are taking care of Maricopa. Tucson's the big area. So we are working nonstop. Paul and I have been going to all the Mexican Independence Day celebrations. We're going to be going to more through the week because it's a month-long thing. And that's where all the Grijalva supporters are. So
Yep.
that's where I'm going to keep going. I hit 3 of them in one day. I think it was
That's,
Saturday. We hit 3 things in one day.
wow. That's good. You're getting out there.
I went to Nogales and did a grand opening. Everybody that was there were Democrats, all voting for me. I went to Estrella TV. She did an event in Phillips Plaza on Sunday. And when I got there to drop my banners off to her, she was so excited. And Letty's a Democrat, and all her friends are Democrats, but she's a big supporter of mine. And when I got there, she told me that all her friends want to come to the watch party. She goes, but we're changing the name
Oh,
because all my friends voted for you. Everybody. She goes, I don't know one person that hasn't voted for you. And these are all Democrats.
oh,
She goes, so we need to call the watch party the victory party. And a lot of people are beginning to finally realize that this race is could go either direction.
yep. That's
This
good.
one is not a long shot. We have no idea what's going to happen. And I believe that it's going to be a nail biter. But I have so many Democrats that are calling me up and telling me they're voting for me. I've met with large groups of Democrats that are all voting for me. They are ready for change. And that's the big thing. And that's what you hear from everyone. It's time for change. And my opponent represents absolutely no change. And she said it, over and over. I'm going to continue in my dad's legacy. Well, everybody's ready for a different direction. So
we'll be praying for you. We'll be praying for your candidacy. And we'll be still telling voters, go out and vote.
Yep, everyone needs to get out and vote. We can do this. I'm focused on, and you know what? If we had enough Republicans to go out and vote, I'd win this.
Yep.
But if we get enough Republicans out to win it, and the Democrats I got backing me, it will be a landslide. We will make history here in Arizona. Unheard of. So
I hope so. Well, Daniel, you want to give the number so that people can reach your candidate, your campaign, in case they want to help out?
Yeah, they can go to my webpage. It's Butierez, which I see right there on the wall behind you. For Congress at gmail.com. That's Butierez for Congress, gmail.com.
Well, thank you for coming on. I know you're busy. Thank you for giving us your time. And thank you for reaching out to the chipsters out there and the voters out there at CD7.
All right. Well, thank you for having me. I will talk to you later, Jorge.
Okay. Thank you, Daniel.
All right. Bye.
I want to also mention our sponsors for our show. Before we go off the air, Canada Air, they're one of the best air conditioning firms out there, and they're very good, reasonably priced. Call them and get your air conditioning checked out. Janitorial Automotive Repair, they're very good. They're good prices on repairing your car. One Team, One Dream Foundation. They're a foundation that sponsors us, and they collect toys for underprivileged here in Arizona. So contact them, donate. We also have AZ Injection Perfection. They're very good. And also Go Red Cosmetics. So help out our sponsors, because they're the ones that keep us on the air. And another one of our sponsors is Elected Leadership for SRP. They're very good. They're good candidates, and we want you to support them. Thank you. Have a great day.